Mark Fidrich. Now, each time he gets the ball back, you'll see him mumble a couple of words to the ball.
The first man ever to pitch 5 career no-hitters.
Touch a ball, Joe.
I don't believe what I just saw.
And it's another chance for Mitchell, and he makes a bare-handed catch. Ricky goes, a pitch hit, and he's going to have it. Leaps high in the air, and he's got it. An incredible catch by the kid.
And let it be said that number 8, Cal Ripken Jr., has reached the unreachable star.
Hello and good afternoon and welcome to Nationals Park, where today we have a matchup versus Atlanta Braves versus the Washington Nationals, and we will be using Dynasty League Baseball, powered by the Pursue the Pennant, and this is one of their 2023 inserts. Field inserts. As you can see, it shows distances of the ballpark. Nice high quality ballpark. And here's the ballpark chart. So we might be using that a little bit later if any deep drives are happening. So we'll put that in the field here. And here are my dice. And so today, Atlanta Braves are the visiting team, and they will be lined up as Ronald Acuna in right field, Matt Olson at first base, Austin Riley at third base, Ozzie Albies at second base, Travis Deneau at DH, Marcell Ozuna at left field, Michael Harris II at center field, Sean Murphy as the catcher, and Orlando Orcia as the shortstop. And then we have, for the Washington Nationals, Lane Thomas in right field, Joey Meneses as the DH, Jeimer Calihandro at third base, Dominic Smith at first base, Keibert Ruiz as the catcher, Alex Call at left field, Vargas at shortstop, Garcia at second base, and Robles in center field. So, sorry about that. And we will do that. And today the weather conditions are sunny with a 10 mile per hour wind blowing out to right field. The temperature is only 54 degrees. And we will be starting here. And let's get it going. So, first up is Ronald Acuna Jr. going up against Jared Schuster. Will be pitching for the Braves today. And we have first 503 versus a right-handed pitcher, as we start out with a bizarre play right off the bat. So 409, we take out our chart, our bizarre chart, big bizarre chart here, and we look up 403. It's going to be on this page here. 403 is going to be runner on first and second with less than 2 outs, ground out, runner at first base, double play, check for injury, all other situations, ground out to shortstop. That's our situation, because he was the first at bat, so he is the first out. So we will go ahead and get him the ground out to 6-3. All right, so which didn't happen too often for Acuna back in 2003. So good for the Washington Nationals, I guess. So, all right. So, Matt Olson, we have 731 versus a left on left, 731. That is going to be a strikeout on the Schuster card. So, Olson goes down swinging. And we got 988 versus righty. Austin Riley bats right, so he is a 988. And that is going to be a ground out to third base. So, that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. And we have And we have Jared Schuster going against Lane Thomas. I know I said that earlier, but it's Mackenzie Gord actually for the Washington Nationals. Anyway, so Lane Thomas up first, 438. 438. Got to fix my field here a little bit. It's going to be on the batter's card, 438. That is going to be a ground out to short. Ground out to short for Lane Thomas. So, kick it on over there, for there. And there, I just pulled up some of the, if you can read that at all. That's the ratings, who's playing the defense where, and some ratings, the arms for the outfielders, etc. So, we'll move that over a little bit. So, you can see Schuster there is face one batter. So, all right. So Joey Meneses is up next. We got 355 versus the righty, versus the lefty actually. 355. That is going to be a ground out to second base. Ground out to second. So ground out 4-3. Albies picks it up and throws it over. And then we have Candelario. Maybe their best hitter. He does get the clutch situation when the situation occurs, but not right now. 169. Let's see. He is a switch hitter. So versus a left-handed pitcher, he will go right, and that will be 169. He hits it long, he hits it far, he hits it deep, and that's going to be a home run for Candelario. So the Nationals on the board with their first run off a solo home run. And we have Dominic Smith, who in this short season so far is hitting .222. He does have a decent slugging percentage of .556. He does have one home run already with one RBI. So 505 versus left on left. 505. There's that bizarre play again. Bizarre. 855. 855. Let's check it out. 855. Dribbler down the first base line. Pitcher is charged with obstructing the base runner. Scored as an error. Batter safe at first. All other runners advance one base. So we have Dominic Smith, who gets on in an error, reaches first base with an error on the pitcher. Schuster picks up the error for batter interference. So there's a man on first with 2 outs, and that brings up Keibert Ruiz, who's hitting a .222 average in this young season so far, and then he hits a 89, which is a possible error, and that's at 8 on the center fielder. Center fielder is Harris, who has a 90 error rating, and it's a 10. Low numbers on errors tend to be errors, but let's see. Outfielders don't do too many errors. So let's take a look. You got the outfield here, and you got a 90 rating, 4-99. I know you can't see it quite, but that is just still a short fly out to center. So that ends the inning for them. But in the inning, they do score 1, and off of the 1 home run. And so that brings the Braves back up in Ozzie Albies. Ozzie Albies going against Mackenzie Gore. Mackenzie gives up a lot of deep drives, a lot of home runs this season at 1.8 per 9. So, but he also does strike out 10 per 9. So let's see what else he has in store here. 362 versus a lefty. 362. That's going to be a double off the wall. Double off the wall for LBs. So there's first man is up. It brings up Travis Deneau, who's batting in the 5-hole today. He is batting .500 with 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He does have 3 hits on the season so far at 6 at-bats. 229 versus left. 229, that's a walk. So there's a man on first and second now. Let me get over here. All right, so Travis Deneau now. Marcell Ozuna. Let's see. He is batting .375 this year. He does have 1 home run on the season, so let's see what he does here. 137 versus the lefty. 137. It's high. It's deep. It is gone. Marcell Ozuna with a 3-run shot. 3-run shot out of here. So Braves take the lead 3-1. And finding Mackenzie Gore in a little bit of issue here in the second inning. So let's see here. 0-0-0. Let me just bring these up here so you can see them. 0-0-0. That's just going to be a line out to the shortstop. Line out. Too short. So that's the first error, or first out of the inning, and then we bring up Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy hits a 513. 513 is going to be right. It's going to be a third bizarre play. All right, so 602. Let's bring out the chart. I don't think I've had this many bizarre plays in one game so far. And that was 602. 602. Batter pulls ribcage muscle, striking out. Check injury to batter. However, in my replay, I don't do injuries because I am playing as played lineups. So basically, whatever happened in the game, if they're playing in the game, they start playing in the game. They stay in the game until the next game where they become injured and no longer played. So, so that basically is that rule was null and void. No bizarre result. 570 versus the righty. 570. That's going to be an infield range play. The infield range. Now we roll 2, and we get 40 for that, and then Sean Murphy is a right pull. So if we look here, right pull, 40. It's going to be a hot liner to second. Hot liner to second. Second baseman has a range of a C. So they are playing on natural grass. And so let's see here. Hot liner C. So they basically need a 67, and that's they needed less than 40. So hot liner is going to be, it gets through for a base hit. So that's going to be a base hit. Bringing another man up. That's a base hit from Murphy. We bring up Orlando Arcia. Mackenzie Gore really needs a double play ball here, a hard grounder. 546. Boy, I am just rolling the fives today. Let's see. 546. We got versus the right, 546. That's another infield range play. Infield range of 45. 45 tells us that on a right pull hitter, right pull, 45. That's going to be a hot liner to third. Third baseman is Candelario with a C+. So hot liner C+, they're looking for a 55 or less, and that's a 69, so that's a base hit. And the runner moves up one base only on that result. So we got 1 out. We got 2 men on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Mackenzie Gore is going to, he's received 9 already. After this, if he doesn't get the double play ball here, he's going to lose 5 of the endurance points. So 265 versus a lefty, 265, and Acuna just walks, loading the bases for Matt Olson. So now, as you can see, Mackenzie Gore, raise this up here a little bit. As you can see, if it focuses, maybe. Well, his endurance is 25, okay? And he's already faced 10, so we're going to add another 5 to that. So he's basically, it's like he's seen 15 because of high pressure inning. So 15 batters faced. Not good to go deep in this game. Let's see, 495 left versus left, 495. And Matt Olson just hits a double off the wall, double off the right field wall. And we have Acuna rounding third. He hits it to right field. Right fielder has a -1 arm. Let's see here. Acuna has a base running of 9. Let's see here if they're going to send him or not. So we go to the base runner advancement chart, and we see here throwing arm is -1, so he's got 9. There's only 1 out. Trying for third. He's actually trying for home. So let's see here. So he goes down to 8. 76. 76. Dropped? Question mark. Roll 2 dice. And that's a 55. 55. If the number is greater than the fielder's error rating, he drops the throw and the runner is safe. If the number is less than the fielder's error rating, he makes the tag for the out. All runners, including the batter, hold. So the fielder, I believe, in this case would be the right fielder, Thomas, who's got a 75, rolled a 55. So Acuna is thrown out at home. What a throw. And we'll go here. So this is put out to the from the right fielder, and the assist goes to the catcher. So there we go. All right, so that gives us 2 outs with a man on second, with the Braves up 5-1 after that Matt Olson basically 2-run double, with Acuna getting thrown out at home. So here comes Austin Riley. Let's see here, 9-15 versus left, or versus right actually. 9-15 strikes him out. So that is finally the end for the Braves, but they do go up 5-1. And brings up Alex Call, Vargas, and Garcia for the Washington Nationals. So let's see what they can do. 974 versus a righty. 974. That's going to be a ground out to first. Ground out to first. And it's going to just be a ground out to unassisted, and that'll be fine. And then we have Ilmadaro Vargas. Ikelmargo Vargas, sorry, 906. He is a switch hitter, so he would be batting right. So on the pitcher's card, that would be right 906. 906, and he gets a walk. So here's the walk. Vargas is the shortstop, but he has no stealing capabilities, really. His lead is 1, which is basically horrible. So he will stay at first, and Luis Garcia will come up to bat, and he will try to move him over at least. 554 versus a lefty. 554, that's going to be an infield range play. Infield range 52. Let's go back to the of course, when I'm recording this is this has all the all the chart looking. All the games before that, not all the games, but a lot of the games before this, I didn't have to do a lot of chart looking. So anyway, so we got 52 versus the left spray 52, and we have a high chopper to first base. First base is Olsen with a D range, so he's not very rangy. And so I guess he just hits bombs. 66 on a high chopper D. That's going to beat it out for an infield base hit. So the runner at first will move forward, and Garcia will get on first base. So we have Victor Robles is up next. Victor, he's currently batting 500. 500 with 2 RBIs, 3 hits at 6 at-bats. So Victor is having himself a nice little series here, since this is only the 3rd game of the season. So we have 680 versus a righty, 6 on the pitcher card. 680. This time he flies out to right field. The runners will stay and not move because it wasn't deep enough. All right, so then we have Lane Thomas. Lane Thomas is in right field. He is batting .444, no home runs, 2 doubles. So let's see if he can get one of those doubles again. 130 off the lefty. 130. He doesn't get the double, but he does ground ball. He does get a ground ball to first or center field, which is a base hit, and that's going to score the man from second, Vargas. He's going to score Vargas. Coming home, he's going to score, and Garcia will advance to second. Okay, so got that going. And then Joey Meneses is on the in the box, and so far today he grounded to short, or grounded to second. He's not having a really good series so far early in the season. He's only batting 100 with 1 hit and 10 at tries. So hopefully, let's see if Joey can get on base here. 558 versus the righty. 558, that's going to be another infield range play. 86 on a right spray. 86. It's going to be deep in the hole to short. The shortstop's rating is Arcia with a B. Deep in the hole, B. Let's roll 2, 65. B, look at that, diving stop. So he's just basically going to flip it over to second. Arcia flips it to second, flips it to Albies, and the inning is over. So let me just go here, out at second. All right, so that ends that inning, or we go to the top of the third. Hunter Harvey for Washington. He's going to be their next pitcher on record. And so let me move my keyboard out of the way. And we will get started here with still the top. It's still top of the third inning, and no outs. And the second batter up, is Travis D'Arnaud. So here we go. 335 versus the righty, because Harvey is a righty. 335, and that's a double down the line, down the left field line. So Travis with a double. He's got a walk and a double, which brings up Marcell Ozuna, who hit that 3-run bomb in the second inning. Let's see. Here's 0. I don't think he got all of this one. So 3, 0, 35. That's just going to be a pop out to the third baseman. Runner will hold. Pop out to third base. There we go. All right. So, like I said, D'Arnaud will stay at second. Michael Harris the second, who had a fly out, or just a liner to the shortstop last time. And so let's see what he does this time. We got 507 versus left. That's going to be a fourth bizarre roll in this game. 922. Let's see if it has any effect on what we do here. 902. Check the team's morale on defense. Excellent team chemistry. Blooper caught by center field. Runners hold. Bad or fair or bad team chemistry. Blooper falls into center field, first base due to confusion and should make the play. So for Washington, real quick, we have intangible C, B, and A. So they do have excellent team chemistry. So that will be a blooper caught by the center fielder. So pop out to center field, and he will stay at second base. So Sean Murphy up to bat now. He had a base hit in his last at bat, which was last inning. And we have 82 versus the righty. 82, that's a possible error on the center fielder. Center fielder is Robles, who has an 80 error rating. 43, that's not going to do it. Error on 80, I said, right? Robles 80. Yeah, that's going to be a short fly out, runners hold, but that's going to be the third. Fly out to 8, and that's the end of the inning. D'Arnaud stranded at second, and Hunter Harvey settles things down for the Nationals for the moment. All right, so brings out Jared Schuster, who's faced 11 batters so far again today, and he's going against Candelario, who is hitting a scorching .571 at 7 at bats, 4 hits. He's got 2 home runs already, and he's got 3 RBIs. So Jameer Candelario, 430 versus he's a both. Both versus left, which means that we go to the right side of the Schuster card. 430, or I'm sorry, we go to the left side. 430, and that's going to be a double off the wall. Left field wall. So Candelario keeps up. He already's had the home run for the day, and now he's got a double. So he is just on fire for the Nationals right now. Dominic Smith, who got on base with an error on the pitcher last time up, 696. 696, he's a lefty, left on left. 690, what? 696. Jared Schuster is just giving him a deep drive opportunity here. Deep drive versus a lefty. He is a D rating, so he's not very powerful versus the left. But let's see if he can sneak one down the line. 44. That's not going to do it. 44 D. 295. Plus he gets the 10 for the wind blowing out. So that's 305. But then he loses 5. So we're at 300. And he hits it 15. That might be down the line. Left pull, down, right line. He does have to roll for the foul, and it turns out to be a foul ball. So, never mind. Dominic Smith hits a long ball down the right field line, foul. So, let's try it again. 241 left versus left. 241. That takes strike 3. As Dominic Smith strikes out. Keibert Ruiz, 51. 51 is going to be a possible error on the 9, which is the right fielder. Right fielder is Kuna with a 70 error rating, 24. 70, or he's a 70. So and then, what did he roll? A 24. So yeah, it's still fine. Short fly out the right. Runners hold. Fly out to right. And Candelario is still stuck at second. Washington really needs this run just to kind of stay in this game. Let's see, Alex Call, he grounded the first last time up. He hasn't, in 5 attempts, he hasn't hit anything. 2 strikeouts. 707 versus the righty. 707. Hey, there's a base hit for Alex Call. Alex Call. Candelario is a 6. And he hits it to left field. Left field is Ozuna with not a great arm, or no arm really at all. So Candelario is going to try for home because he has that opportunity. Candelario is 6. 2 outs. Is there 2 outs? There are 2 outs, so he gets a +1 on that. So he goes to a 7. So with a 7, he needs at least 68, lower than a 68. And 16, he scores safe standing, and the other runner holds at first. So he scores, and that puts the Nationals up. Not up, but gives them another run. So they're down 6-3 now in the 3rd inning. So let's see here. 330 versus, it would be a righty. 330, versus the lefty. 330. That's a base hit down the left field line. And Call has an 8, so he is going to attempt to get to 3rd. And that gives him a 9 because there's 2 outs. To the outfield. Oh, but he there is the runner trying for third. Running trying to hit into the outfield. It is hit to the left field, so that's 2. So that's 9, 8, 7. Let's give it a shot still. 24, no problem. 24 safe standing. All the runners hold. So he advances to third. So now there's a man on first and third. Schuster in a little jam here. Not his cleanest inning. Actually, looking at his other 2 innings, well, the first inning was probably the cleanest, but he still had a home run in that inning. So let's see here. So we have Luis Garcia. He is batting from the left-hand side. He is hitting 375. So let's see what, if anything, he can do here. 745. 745 and versus the lefty. 745, and he strikes out. So that ends that inning as we go to the top of the 4th. And we have for the Braves, we have Orlando Arcia, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Matt Olson coming up. And let's see what happens here. Let's see, 722 versus a righty. 722. That's a strikeout. So Hunter Harvey comes in and strikes out Acuna. Matt Olson, 230. 230 versus the righty. 230. He gets a walk. Oh, actually, Orlando Arcia struck out. I'm sorry. And Ronald Acuna gets a walk. My bad. Getting a little ahead of myself. So Acuna is going to try to steal second. So let's go here. And we have the attempt of, he's got hold rating of C+. So we got a C+ rating here. And then he's got a lead of 8. 12. 8. It's a good jump, so he's attempting the jump, the steal of second. 8. So basically he needs 8. Actually, he gets +4. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. He goes to a 12 steal. Or actually, wait, his steal rating is 9. So it's 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes to 13. So 51. 51 is a stolen base. So we have a steal of second. And Acuna gets over in the scoring range. So we got Matt Olson with 1 out. 283 versus the righty. 283. That's a walk. So he's walked Olson now. Boy, oh boy, these Atlanta Braves 2003, pretty tough. So it's 795. 795 versus Austin Riley. Righty, 795. That he struck him out. And that brings up Ozzie Albies, who has a double and a home run yet already today. 436. 436. That's just going to be a ground out the first. So that's going to take care of the Braves, I'm afraid. So ground out the first. And so ends that. So we move to the bottom of the 4th. And, oh my goodness, Jared Schuster. He's going to try to get another inning in here. See what he can do here. His endurance is only at 20 and he's at 17. So let's see what happens. 785. 785 versus the left, or versus the righty. 785. Schuster gives up a base hit to center field to Victor Robles, and that brings up Lane Thomas. Lane Thomas, who's got a base hit and a ground out to short so far today. Let's see what he can do. Let's check out Robles here. Robles is not much of a stealing threat, so just going to 7-16. 7-16 versus the righty. It's going to be a soft ground out to short. So that's going to be, pretty sure that's just a soft ground out to short. It's just soft ground out, runner to second. Yep, okay. So the runner goes to second. He's going to throw it there, but he advances to second, and and Lane Thomas is out at first. So Robles moves to second. Joey Meneses. Not much going on with Joey today. He's got a fielder's choice and a ground out to second base. 461 versus a lefty. That's a ground out to second base. So that's going to be a fielder's. Oh, that's not going to be a fielder's choice. Let me see what that's going to be. He's on second, runner second to third if ball is hit on the right side of the field. Infield to the pitcher. Or pitcher. So, that is going to be ground out to 4-3, and he advances to third. So there we go on that. And Dominic, Joey Menzies, Jameer Candelario, who's on fire here today with a home run and a double. 575. That's an infield range play. 71 on the, it would be a right pull. Right pull, 71. 71 deep in the hole short. Shortstop is Arcia with a B. Arcia deep in the hole B. Let's see what he can do here. 10. B. 10. Diving stop. So Arcia saves the day for the, and doesn't allow, he stays on third, or basically because he doesn't score. And there we go. So that about ends it for the Washington Nationals. And that'll be it for Jared Schuster too. Now, Washington needs to bring in a longer reliever, so they're going to bring in Hermoso Ramirez. All right, so then we've got Travis Deneau. Ramirez is a righty, but he gives up a lot of deep flies, a lot of home runs, a lot of hits. It's probably not long for this game, but let's take a look. 791 versus the righty. 791. Yep, and we start out with a deep drive right away. Deep drive, right-handed. Travis is a B hitter. 83. That looks like it's going to be a long one. 83, 395. 395 plus he gets 10 for the wind, so that takes it to 405 minus the 50 degree, or in the 50s, so that's 400. And we go see where he hits it. 86. Right spray. 86. 86 is going to be right field. Minimum of 70, so he basically just crushed it out there. 400 feet for Travis Deneau. Brings the total, or the runs, up to 7-3 now. Not a good start for Ernesto. Hermoso. All right, 116 versus the righty, and Marcell Ozuna just hit his triple down the into the gap in the center field. Which brings up Michael Harris Jr. 659 left. That's a base hit. So Hermoso is not doing so well. Mr. Ramirez cannot get an out. 860 versus the righty. 860, that's a base hit. Oh boy. It's getting ugly quick. He only advances to second, so let's see here. We got Orlando Arcia. Orlando Arcia is up. He is 1 for 2 today with a base hit, scored a run, and he's got a strikeout as well. 7, big 7 there. That's a line out to short. And I believe the line out to short also gets so no, it's just a line out to short. I thought it might be a double play, but ground line out too short. All right, so they finally get an out on the board, and it brings up Ronald Acuna Jr. Now Ramirez has also faced 5 batters already. 113. That's a possible foul ball. 79. The foul territory is a normal size. You can kind of see it right there where my finger is. So let's see here. 79 normal. He falls out to the third baseman. So Acuna big out there as he fouls out to the third baseman. Wow. All right. So, and both runners stay, and that brings up Matt Olson. Matt Olson, who has a double, a walk, and a strikeout today. 443 versus a righty. 443, just missed it. Ground out to second. And that's going to end the inning. But in the inning, the Braves scored 2. Looks like it was going to get much worse there for a moment. So it's now the score is 8-3, and that brings up Dominic Smith, Ruiz, and Call for Washington. Now Atlanta is going to pull their bull Jared Schuster and bring in Michael Tonkin. So we need to change that. Tonkin. All right, so we got that going there. There we go. All right, Dominic Smith. 682. 682 versus a lefty. That's a base hit. Base hit to center field. That brings up Ruiz. 4. That's going to be a line out to second base. Line out to second. Alex Call. 874 right. Just struck him out in the corner. And that's going to be that for that. And then Ika Madero. 692. Both, so he'd be left 692. That's a base hit. Base hit to center field. Smith, not much of a runner, so he's going to just hold up at second. So play station to station. He just didn't have the wheels. Plus it was hit to guys with -2 arms. So, all right. So 458. 458 versus the righty. 458. That's going to be a fly out to center to end the inning. Fly out to center field. All right. So as we move on to the 6th inning, we have let's see here, Riley, Albies, and Darno for the Braves. 901. 901 versus the righty. Fly out to left. It's a fly out to left. Fly out to left. All right, Travis Deneau. 505. 505 both. Another bizarre play. That's what, 5 or 6? I lost count already. I never get this many bizarre plays. It's very bizarre that I'm getting so many bizarre. 337. 337. Check team morale on offense. Team is together for the remainder of the game. Each have a clutch situation. Fair team, no effect. Bad team. Atlanta, I'm pretty sure is going to have excellent. C. A. Austin Riley is the only one, or B. C. So that's going to just get them fair. And that's going to, the batter waits out the pitcher for a walk, fair team chemistry. It's a pop out to short. So he pops out to short, pop out. All right, so then we move on to Travis Deneau. 476 versus the righty. 476. That's a fly out to center. Gotta love finally a 1-2-3 inning, huh? That's the first 1-2-3 inning of the game. We had one in the 4th with the Washington Nationals up at bat, but that's the first 1-2-3 inning for the Nationals. So let's pull this down just a skosh there. Here we go. Get more of the field in there. All right, so we have first up we have Victor Robles and Lane Thomas and Joey Meneses. 26 versus the righty. 26 is going to be a pop out to short. All right, and then we got Lane Thomas. He's 1 for 3 today. 951 versus the righty. 951. That's going to be a fly out to center. And then we have Joey Meneses. 902 versus the righty. Righty versus righty. 902. That's going to be a ground out to third base. Wow. A 1-2-3 inning twice in a row. That's amazing. Ground out. So there we go. That's that. Let's check in on Ramirez. He's still got 5 left, so he's good to go. All right, so Ramirez versus Marcell Ozuna, and then Michael Harris the second, and Sean Murphy. 922 versus Wright. That's going to be a double down in the left center field, in the gap. So he gets a double off that. And Michael Harris the second, I should say. 676 versus the lefty. 676. That's a base hit, and the runner from second will score. Let's see here. Let's take that back. Yes. Okay. All right, so we go back up here. Base hit. He scores. And there we go. All right, so that brings up Sean Murphy. Score is now 9-3. Sean Murphy today is 2 for 3 with 2 base hits and a run scored. So 306. 306 versus the righty. Strikes him out. And we have our Orlando Arcia, who's gotten 54. 54 is a possible error on the 5, which is the third baseman. Third baseman today for them is Candelario, who has an 85. That's a 76. So we go here to our wonderful dandy chart. And he's got, what did I say, an 85. And he rolled a 76. So grounder scoots under the glove, 1 base error, batter safe at first. Anybody on second goes to home, and the batter at first goes to third. Oof. Really? I didn't read that right. I'm sorry. 85. 76. Okay. Sorry, my bad. It's a ground out for a possible double play. As I'm knocking everything over here. Sorry. All right. So we have ground out double play. He hits it to third. And that's a 6-4-3 double play. Ending the inning. So let's see here. All right, so the Washington Nationals need to get some runs across the board here. Time is running low. It is bottom of the 7th here, and Tonkin is still good to go. He still has plenty of endurance left. 338. 338 versus the righty. 338. Ooh, watch out. He just got hit by the pitch. So, Candelario is on first with nobody out. Could be what they need. And we got Dominic Smith, who is 1 for 2 today. He's got on an error, and he also struck out. So let's see what he can do, if he can move Candelario over. 615 versus the lefty. 615. That's going to be a hard ground out to second for a double play. So that's 4 to 6 to 3. And that is it's 2 outs now for Tonkin versus Ruiz. 310 is a ground out to Olson, who picks it up and tags first for the 3rd out. So that's 3 unassisted. So we move to the top of the 8th. We're going to bring in Carl Edwards Jr. for Washington. New pitcher, Carl Edwards Jr. All right, so let's see here. We have Ronald Acuna versus Carl Edwards. And we have 178 versus a righty. That's a long fly out to center field. I thought we might have a home run. Fly out, he didn't quite get it all. So we'll go here. Fly out to center field. All right, and Matt Olson, who's got double, a walk, and 2 putouts, a strikeout, and line out to second. 210. That's a walk. So Matt Olson gets a walk. As we bring in Austin Riley. Austin Riley 0 for 4 today. 352. Struck him out swinging. So that brings us to Ozzie Albies. 2 for 4 today. Double and a home run. 62. That's a possible error. On the 6th, that's going to be on third base. No, shortstop, sorry. Shortstop today is Vargas, who has a 75. 75. 00. Oh, that should be, let's see here. Vargas, short, and he's got 75. Infield collision, field condition, infield. So that is, got to roll 1 die. That's a 6. 6 is if grass infield is in poor or bad condition, ball takes bad hop for 1 base error. Other type of infield ground out. So the grass is in good condition, so that is just a ground out to the shortstop. Oh, actually, yeah. So there we have that. And now we are at the bottom of the 8th for Washington. So we'll keep Tonkin in. Alex Call. 965 right. That's a fly out to center field. And then we have Vargas. 336. 336 versus righty. 36. That's a double down the left field line, or that's a single down the left field line. So didn't quite get a lot of it, but that makes him 3 for 3 with a walk today. 3 singles and a walk. So Luis Garza, 69. That's going, or 66. That's going to be an error on the catcher. The catcher is Murphy with a 60 rating, and that's a 2. Is that going to be another crazy 60? What is it? Yeah, 62. Nubber pounced on, throw over to base, first base, head, and rolls down the right field line. 2 base error. So we have an error. That's going to score Vargas. That's going to be a catcher error. So that's E2, but scores a run, so 9-4 with 1 out. And Victor Robles, 890 right. Fly out to left. Runner will hold. Fly out to the left. Runner's going to hold it. All right. Let's see, 210. 210 right. Going to strike out Lane Thomas for the 3rd out of the inning. All right, so that ends that. Washington will bring in Kyle Finnegan for the last inning here, or what they hope won't be the last inning, but Finnegan. And Travis Deneau. 93 is a possible error. 5 on the 5 is going to be on the 3rd baseman. 3rd baseman is Candelario. It's just an 85. 82. It's just a pop out to the shortstop. Pop out to short. All right, so then we have Marcell Ozuna, 486 versus right. 486. That's going to be a fly out to center. And we have Michael Harris II, 554. 554 left. 554. That's an infield range play. 26 infield range. Left spray. 9. That's a slow roller to short. Shortstop is Vargas with a B. Slow roller B. Natural grass. 75 B. 75 beat out infield single. So Michael Harris gets on with the first base single. Sean Murphy, 703. 703 versus right. That is a hard grounder to short. Ground out to short. I'm sure he advances, but it doesn't matter. All right, so and then Atlanta will bring in Jesse Chavez to close this thing out. Not a save situation yet. 240. Right, 240. Struck him out. Jeimer Candelario. 118. 118. That is a triple into the gap to right field. As he's trucking around, he gets all the way to third base. And Jeimer with another, he's just missing a single for the cycle, basically, but he had that hit by pitch, so he was on first base, technically. All right, so Dominic Smith, not done a whole heck of a lot today. Let's see if he can get Candelario home. 790 left. Struck him out swinging, so Ruiz down to their last out. Ruiz, 712. B versus the left. 712, that's a soft ground out to second. And that ends our ball game. So, this game is now over. And congratulations to the Atlanta Braves winning this game 9-4 with 14 hits, and they did commit 2 errors. Washington had 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Let's see here. And as we look at here, looks like Atlanta is going to go up 3-0 in the standings, where Washington goes 0-3. And as you can see here, Acuna, Albies is still hitting 500. Dano is hitting 500. Ozuna 462. Harris 357, and Murphy 300. So there's Atlanta is still hitting. I know it's still very, very, very early in this season, but the 2023 Atlanta Braves were a hitting team. So I'm expecting them for more home runs because they are quite the slugging team. I know they led in home runs, but they might have hit the record for Major League Baseball all time. So, but on Washington's side, Lane Thomas is still hitting 385. Candelario is he was the man. Like I was saying, he basically had a cycle, except that he was hit to get on first base. He didn't get a hit, he got hit, and but he did have a double, a triple, and a home run in today's game. Vargas 3 for 3 today. They're all singles, but he was 3 for 3 today. So they came around and they hit pretty well, but they just couldn't get enough of those hits to come in back home. So that will do it today from Washington Nationals Park, and join us next time on our broadcast. Please like our channel, go and subscribe, and we'll have some fun playing out the 2023 Major League Baseball season. Until then, my name's Craig, and hope to see you on the field soon. Take care.